What is up, y'all? Let's go ahead and get into this overtime session. And this overtime session is a little bit different because I think it's a moment of transparency for me. And I think it's important that we have this conversation because if I'm honest, this week probably wasn't the best week that I've had in a long time, right? This probably wasn't my most enjoyable week. And I want you to understand, and the reason why I think this is so important that we talk about, and that I, in particular, talk about this, is as you watched or listened to the episode from this week, and I'm encouraging people to walk in their gifts, right? Walk in what God has called you to do. As I'm doing that, knowing that I just came out of a week where I'm questioning my calling, where I'm questioning my gifts, and I'm discontent with where I'm at in life, right? And how I'm getting to use and operate in the gifts that God has given me. And so I think it's important that you understand, and that you who are watching this understand that you're not going to feel called all the time, right? You're not going to feel that you're just on top of the game, even in this moment of speaking into people's lives, even in this moment of operating in my gift, knowing that, this week wasn't the best for you, right? And you're kind of discontent with certain things, and you're questioning certain things, and why did this happen, and reminiscing, right? Mourning, going back to that episode that we did a few weeks ago, mourning some things, right? Some of that old stuff coming back up, and that you're questioning, right? Am I really called? Am I really gifted in this? Are they just saying that? Does anyone really support me in that way? And so I think it's important that we have this conversation and truly understand. But even in that moment, for me, it's about recognizing that sometimes it's not about who's clapping, who's liking, who's commenting. It's not always about that. Is God glorified through this? Right? Let God get the glory out of your life. I think one of the things that we have to truly understand as believers, right, is, everyone wants to be anointed, but nobody wants to be crushed. The only way the oil gets out of your life is that you're crushed, right? And so we don't get to decide how that happens, how that takes place in our lives. And truly for me, it was reflective. It was, I'm understanding that I'm at the tail end of a fast. The fast is over now as you watch this, right? I had to speak this weekend to a congregation. And so truly understanding this means it's time to go harder, right? I gotta press through this. I gotta continue to strive through this, not in the sense of performance-based Christianity or performance-based just push through, just fight through. But no, recognize that this is a moment that matters, and each moment is a moment that matters. And so knowing that I have been gifted in these areas, and what I'm about to speak on in terms of being gifted and walking in that there's a crushing associated with that. And you need to know that sometimes it's not always glitz and glamour, right? And that even in this moment of speaking to you and encouraging you to walk in your gifts, that I myself have moments where I'm questioning, am I called? Am I gifted? Why do I feel this way? How can I encourage someone when I haven't had the best week, right? But I think this shows and is a testament to the perseverance required within just being gifted, just being talented, just being who you are, who God has called you to be, right? It's not always going to be sunshine, right? But can you push through? Can God still get the glory as you're going through, right? Not just preaching the word or speaking the word and being good when everything around you is good. But can you endure? Can you still give God glory in the midst of your trials? So I want to encourage someone that's listening that you say, man, this week's been tough for me. This month's been tough for me. This year already, the past years have been tough. I want to continue to encourage you to continue on, to keep going, to keep moving, right? Don't worry. I know it gets tough. I know it gets lonely. I know it gets hard, right? But this moment, the persecution that you've been feeling, the stress that you've been feeling, the anxiety that you're feeling, this is a moment to surrender it, to God, to give it to God, right? In my moment or moments in this week, I've just gone to God in prayer. Like, God, this is how I'm feeling right now. Lord, I know that you have me on assignment. You have me in the palm of your hand. You have called me to do a work for this time, for the people that listen, for the people connected to me, right? So I can't be in my feelings about what's happening. I got to keep pressing because you're going to get the glory out of this, right? This situation that I am feeling or dealing with, right? These thoughts that I'm having, this reminiscent of things that have hurt or rejection or whatever the case may be, right? You're still getting the glory out of it. So I hope that even in this overtime session, as I open up and be transparent about not having the best week, right? That I can still give God the glory in the midst of these trials, in the midst of these things. And I hope that you, and pray that you, listening to this, would do the same, right? Let me know in the comments. Let me know. Send me a message, whatever. If you're going through that, know that I'm praying for you. I'm praying with you, right? I'm here with you. I'm in the trenches with you, right? I don't come from this place of arrival that I'm above reproach. Nah, I feel you. I know. But I encourage you to keep going, keep moving, keep doing what God has called you to do, right? And so that's going to do it for this overtime session. And we will chat with you later. Again, make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's going to do it for this overtime session. With that, I am your host, Chae Cole. And until next time, peace.